It is 7 o'clock. Call the meeting to order for November 17th, regular meeting. Roll call, please, or no, excuse me, roll call, please.
Christy Chisholm,
Here.
Amy Grantham,
Here.
Nancy Hopper,
Present.
Katie Jess,
Here.
John Proudy,
Here.
Mindy Smith,
Here.
Sarah Whitney.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with
Okay, you have before you the minutes approval. Pleasure of the board.
Move to approve. Second.
Roll call, please.
Christy Chisholm,
Aye.
Amy Grantham,
Aye.
Nancy Hopper,
Aye.
Katie Jess,
Aye.
John Proudy,
Aye.
Mindy Smith, Sarah Whitney.
Next, we have the approval of the agenda. Pleasure of the board.
Move to approve.
Second.
Call, please.
Christy Chisholm,
Aye.
Amy Grantham,
Aye.
Nancy Hopper,
Aye.
Katie Jess, John Proudy,
Aye.
Mindy Smith, Sarah Whitney.
Next, we have opportunity for the audience. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the board? Yay!
About me, I swear. Well, no, we were just talking, everybody's having surgeries and things like that, so I thought I'd bring up our good buddy John Waters, who went in this week for liver transplant surgery, and I'm happy to tell you that so far so good, he's doing good. Didn't have to go into ICU after he was done. He's a little winded, but he is slowly but surely recovering. So that's good. I'm looking forward to get him coming back because then I don't have to do the mornings by myself anymore, but that's a different story. We are having a benefit vote though for him, and that's coming up this Saturday, November 22nd. It'll be at the Mark Arndt Event Center at the Morgan County Fairgrounds. It'll be at 5:30 as a dinner, 7 o'clock as an auction. We do have tickets that are available at the KFTM studios. They're $50 for adults, $20 for kids 12 and under. If you can't make the night, or if you just want to make a donation, they are taking donations for that as well. So you should also know that I will have nothing to do with the cooking, so you're all safe to show up and be there and enjoy a nice meal. I will be working the event with some of the other volunteers there for it, but I just thought I'd let you guys all know about that because John's just one heck of a guy and a major part of the community, and KFTM wouldn't be the same without him. So anyway, just wanted to do that. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that information with us. Anyone else in the audience? Okay, hearing none. Moving on to reports, 3A, the Fort Morgan High School representative. Ms. Rao is not here this evening, so we will move on to 3B, which is the Board of Education. I really don't have anything other than just a reminder that the winter conference is coming up, and we usually go to dinner as a board. And we'll be going to dinner on a Thursday evening, but you're going to need to know who's going so we can make reservations. Oh, what am I doing now? Okay. We'll just move right on then to the superintendent's report.
Never mind. No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to mention the other night we had our district accountability committee. Brought up several different scenarios on redistricting. We had Shannon Beam, you all know, minus Christy, of course, at this point, but Shannon Beam is a photographer who looks at all of the population and all the trends that happened in Fort Morgan over the past several years. Scenario we select out of that, so there was, you can just balance the boundaries, or balance the numbers just the way it sits, and you can balance it based on academics. You can balance it whether you want to just put kindergarten in all elementaries and then create a fifth kindergarten through fifth grade building, or if you want to do something like leave the 4 elementaries the way they are, redraw to balance those out, move Columbine DLI program over to Sherman, open up a neighborhood school for Columbine that's not DLI. I think I sent you the packet of all the information that he had. I need to send out another meeting announcement for that, committee for next month. And we'll be talking about it, and hopefully we can come with a recommendation. I think the big thing is going to be, not necessarily that we do something, it's going to be when you do something. I think that'll be the big question, but I don't think there's anybody that doubts that something has to be done. I will tell you, there are some in favor of creating a magnet school, some not in favor. And anybody who's there, please feel free to speak up, because it was I felt like it was a productive meeting. I felt like there was a lot of good things brought up, and just enjoyed spending some time with people getting ideas and thoughts and questions. So.
I agree, and thank you to Shen for all that work and so forth. I really like the visuals and seeing the maps and how those scenarios lay out, so I thought that was really good. And it was a rather long meeting, which is fine, because I think there was a lot of discussion, and just hearing the voices in the room is very important, so I appreciate that.
Unless there's anything else on that, the next thing we have is the city council. I believe, when are they meeting, Bev?
Tomorrow at 6.
Tomorrow at 6, and they're talking about annexing some property down by Legion Field, which will help us out in the long run. I think there's 3 different parcels that they're looking at. The one that had the fire on it, the one that we had looked at possibly purchasing at one time, is that one?
Yeah.
And then the one with the home there, the side of the driveway there. So they're gonna they're talking about annexing that in, and once they annex that in, it becomes city property. And we'll be visiting with them at that point about maybe changes so that we can use some dollars potentially to put up a fence between the two, and maybe we won't have as many issues with goats. So,
Are you able to speak to what additional steps need to be taken in order to get this done finally by the city? It seems like it's been a long time in the works.
I don't have that information. I think it just had to go in front of the city council in order to vote on it, and that's it.
So they will be voting on it tomorrow. Any citizen is welcome to go to the meeting and speak about if they're for or against it, but the city council will be voting on it tomorrow night. And then once that's done, it's city property.
So you're not necessarily needing anybody from the board?
No, just letting you know that that's what's coming up, and, you know, at some point, right now it's county property, that will be city property, which brings it into city ordinances and things like that, so it's a little, more manageable for us.
And if any of you driven over down Dual Street, Coy Palmer purchased the property that used to be owned by Mr. Poe, and they have just made huge improvements. It just looks so nice, and it's a big contrast to the other property on the west side of that.
Yeah, you said they put up a fence, and so I went over there just to kind of look at their little chain link fence, and that is not a little chain link fence, that's a monster fence, so
They did real
lots of
nice.
work.
So that's my report, unless you have any questions.
Okay, moving on, 3D Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Assessment.
Good evening, just a couple items tonight. So we are going to move forward with applying for an EASY grant for Lincoln High School. They got really good news on their school performance framework, however, they still remain on essentially the clock. And the state comes out with prioritization points, and they get 9 points out of 9 points. And so I have talked with Vicki and with Cindy Ward about, it's been a while since we've done a diagnostic review for Lincoln High School. The last time we did a diagnostic review was it was conducted by the Department of Education, and I would rather just continue the work with Cindy, and so we're putting together that grant to just do that kind of similar work to what we've been doing at Pioneer High School and Green Acres. That application is due at the beginning of December. And then as far as it is our English Language Arts Curriculum Adoption Year, I have met with every building kind of about their needs assessment. We have requested some samples, and so we're kind of in the midst of reviewing samples, thinking about what makes the most sense, and so I'll keep you updated. Of course, I always hope to go forward with curriculum adoption, by early spring, and so we'll be working on that. And then just wanted to give you an update. Beth Carpenter, our wellness coordinator, applied Kaiser Permanente. I don't know if you recall, last year I got a $20,000 donation to work on chronic absenteeism. This year they reached out for a grant for wellness, and because of the timing, I asked Beth if she wanted to apply for it, and she was awarded $20,000 from Kaiser. That's not time bound really, and so her plan with a portion of the money is to look into this employee wellness platform. I believe it's called Wellable. There's a specific name, I've looked at it just briefly, but it has all sorts of components to it, like on-demand exercise classes, to taking care of your health, to doing all these things, and so that would be a portion of that money. So it was a pretty easy application, and so we've already received the money for that. Any questions for me?
Yeah, you probably said it and I just missed it. The ELA curriculum adoption, I'm assuming you'll have some of those programs on display for us to review and look at?
Yep, absolutely. So as you recall, we adopted Wonders for Pioneer and Green Acres. So some of our schools, other elementaries, are looking at Wonders, and we've requested samples of Into Literature, which is Savas. The high school was really interested in that. So, and then at Lincoln, we're kind of still up in the air, but, and of course, you understand, for dual immersion, we really are interested in high quality Spanish materials that not are just like a direct translation, which sometimes we have to dig a little bit deeper for. So yeah, every building should have samples at their building right
And
now.
the question I have is kindergarten, since we are also looking at rebound districts and so forth, are they looking at a specific curriculum, or I guess I'm not asking for an answer tonight, but that should be in our heads.
It has been an absolute question from every elementary principal about, well, if we're gonna get kindergarten in our building, does that mean we get kindergarten materials? Yes, that means we get kindergarten materials. So Sherman is in a little bit of a different place. They're a little bit behind on looking, and I think they were kind of waiting to see like maybe what direction redistricting is heading, but regardless, we need kindergarten curriculum. So yes, that's a conversation.
Okay, thank you. Yep. All right, moving on, 3E, Assistant Superintendent of HR.
Good evening. I don't have a whole lot tonight, just a personal action report in front of you guys. We've had recent certified resignations that been anticipated, so we're kind of scrambling to fill those for second semester. And then we did go to a UNC job fair last week. 16 principals was productive, quite a few resumes, and 2 potential candidates for those 2 positions that we just lost. So that's always a good thing. Other than that, we just have 5 certified positions posted, 5 classified positions, and 1 coaching position, and then our standard subs and multi-sensors and stuff like that. So any questions for my area?
3F, Chief Financial Officer report. Okay.
Next time, we're still on it, and we're, nobody next week.
Okay, 4A policies, district revisions, 3rd reading. Any discussion? Very quickly, the 3rd reading all has to do with JLCD, which is medication administrations. Hearing no discussion, I'll move on to 4B policies, district revisions. These are the 2nd readings. Quite a long list. Most are just wordsmithing a few things. BCA, Exhibit 1 and Exhibit 2 are new, and then there was just some changes on some of the G ones. Any discussion? All right, we'll move on to consent agenda. I would need approval of the consent agenda. Pleasure to approve.
Second.
Okay, roll call please.
Chrissy Chisholm, Aye. Amy Grantham.
Aye.
Nancy Hopper.
Aye.
Katie Jess.
Aye.
John Crowdy.
Aye.
Mindy Smith.
Aye.
Sarah Whitney.
And 6A, policies, district revisions, third reading, pleasure of the board.
Move to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Christy Chisholm.
Aye.
Amy Grantham.
Aye.
Nancy Hopper.
Aye.
Katie Jess.
Aye.
John Crowdy.
Aye.
Mindy Smith. Sarah Whitney.
7, you have newsletters from Sherman, Baker, Columbine, Green Acres, and Pioneer, and thank you for the district. The board was able to go last Thursday for the Thanksgiving meal at Sherman, so very appreciative. Advanced planning. 8, we have fall break, November 25th through the 29th. The next Board of Education meeting in December will be December 8th at our regular time. The CASB 85th Annual Convention is December 11th through the 13th in Colorado Springs. The winter break is December 22nd through January 5th. The first Board of Education meeting in 26 will be January 12th. And we are going to miss the Christmas dinner for the board because we're going to be at CASB. So anyone that's not going to CASB needs to hold up for the rest of the whole board. Okay. Other than that, we are done and we will adjourn at 7:16.